Hello, and thank you for joining us for part 2 of this Alpha News report. I'm Julia Aaron. In part 1 of this report, Alpha News began to investigate the disparity in funding between rural and urban schools, presenting the viewpoints of Representative Eric Lucero and Senator Mary Kiffmeyer. In part 2, we dig even deeper, asking a local school board chairperson and a concerned parent what they have to say about this funding disparity. Douglas Burke, a chairperson of the St. Michael Albertville School Board, is speaking out about the inability of the legislature to provide fair funding.
I do think it's most important to say this, that in a session which I believe saw an unprecedented amount of new money for state education in Minnesota, unprecedented, hundreds of millions of more dollars, could not find $5 million, $10 million, $15 million, up $500 million, whatever that number finally was, to close the gap. Couldn't find any kind of money to close the gap.
Stacey Zachman is a local realtor, president of the Economic Development Authority in St. Michael, and a parent of 2 children, with one who will soon be entering the school system.
Well, there are several things that concern me as a business owner and as a parent. But as a parent, I really want my kids to have equal opportunity to the other kids in the state. I want them to be able to have the AP programs and the art and the music, and not feel like we have to go elsewhere in order to get those. As a business owner and a member of the Economic Development Authority, it's very important to me, especially as a realtor, that our property taxes don't get raised. We want to encourage businesses to come to our awesome community. We want to encourage people to move into our community. And as a realtor, I know that that is a huge deciding factor in where people live, is looking at their property taxes.
All 4 of the people we spoke with referenced plans for next legislative session to address this issue, many including creating public awareness. Be sure to subscribe to Alpha News to stay up to date on legislative issues. Thank you for joining us. I'm Julia Aaron with Alpha News.